Edward and Trevor were very busy. The vicarage orchard was having a special farmer's market. Edward was taking fruit from the farms along his branch line to the market. On the way back to the orchard, Edward stopped at a signal. He waited and waited for the signal to turn green. The fruit vans were old, and he didn't realize that while he was stopped, someone was breaking into them. Soon the signal dropped and Edward puffed away. But when he passed the next station, he was stopped by the station master. "One of your vans is open," he cried. Edward looked back and was horrified. There was the van door, stood ajar, with half-eaten fruit everywhere inside. "The farmers are sure to be upset now," he said. And they were. When they got to market, they were swarmed with angry farmers, demanding to know what had happened. "The fruit was in there when we left," replied the driver. "Someone must have broken into the van while we were stopped at the signal." "This won't do," said the farmers. "We've barely any fruit to sell now. If this happens again, we'll take our business to the lorries." Edward was very upset. He felt he had let everyone down. The very next day, he looked all over on his journey, looking for anyone trying to get on the train. But all he and his driver saw was a goat grazing in a field as they passed a signal. They arrived at the station and were shocked to find that the fruit had been ruined again. The farmers were angry. "We can't sell this," shouted one. "We're going to have to take our business to the lorries now." That night at the sheds, the other engines felt sorry for Edward. "It's disgraceful," said Gordon. "Stealing fruit from honest farmers. The nerve." "But who would do such a thing?" pondered James. "Perhaps some young vandals," put in Henry. "They have an odd idea of what fun is." "Whoever it is," said Toby, "they're threatening to ruin the whole market." Edward thought for a moment. "I stop at the same signal every day when I take the fruit. Perhaps the thieves stuck it there." "Of course," burst out Gordon. "That must be where the thieves are hiding." "Call the police," suggested Henry. "No," said Toby. "I've got a better idea." He told the others. When morning came, Edward told his driver and fireman, who agreed. "Splendid idea," they said. As Edward was arranging the train, he made sure to couple the fruit vans to the back, next to the guard's van.
Good luck!
As he approached the signal, the guard let out a loud fake snore, pretending to be asleep. They waited and waited. At last, she heard a loud thump and quickly bolted up and ran towards the now open fruit van, shut the door and bolted it shut. She blew her whistle and the firemen came up running. "Got you now," they said. "Come on, Edward, let's get to the station and call the police." They arrived on time and everyone was waiting to see who the thieves were. The constable lifted the bolt, opened the door and peered inside. Everyone was amazed. It was the goat from the field. The goat trotted out, happily munching on an apple, and bleated contentedly at the farmers. "Well, fancy that," exclaimed Edward. "All that for a goat." "We better mend the fence," said one of the farmers. "We can't blame him for being hungry," said another. Everybody laughed. Now the goat is back in the field, and Edward continued taking the fruit to the farmer's market. He always makes sure to whistle at the goat when he passes by, and the goat always baws in return. They like to think he's saying hello, but secretly, he's hoping they'll stop with more food for him. I don't think he'll get any more. Do you?